You are looking live at a sold-out jam-packed arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the exact pay-per-view event, whereas 14 months ago we had the Double or Nothing pay-per-view event. But we can say that it is finally on the road to JTS Mania 7. This is the start of something great, as tonight both the YouTube champion and the winner of this year's Royal Rumble, MJF, will be here, as well as everybody is crazy, is pumped up on their feet tonight, because the returning visionary will reclaim his throne tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Saturday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the Judgment Day to arrive. Fuck. For over 2 years and a half, they have reigned supreme. They've always found a way to succeed and do whatever it takes. The self-proclaimed the greatest faction in professional wrestling. All rise, the Judgment Day! So after a 2 weeks break, we are finally back. And what I want to say about the Royal Rumble is I want to address some fans, the opinions of the JTS universe. Some will say that they are dissatisfied with both the winners, and it was overrated as fuck. And I can take some of the opinions of the fans, but I can never take the shooting from others. Is because if you see on the other channel, on the past 2 weeks that have gone by, you got people on other shows saying our name, making fun of this company, just to get more views, just to get subscribers on YouTube. This is no entertainment in a house that's begging for subscribers, that's crying for it. This is JTS Wrestling, and is where the best wrestle. I have been at the top of the mountain for as far as I can remember. But you got people like the upcoming star MJF, who's a dwarfed nigga who didn't know in what world he existed. We lived in the real world, while that dwarfed nigger is fucking thinking that this is his world right now. And he will be here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And he will be right about now. I told you. Fucking told you so. Cut my music. Cut my music. Well, if it isn't the greatest professional wrestler, the YouTube champion Edge, who has been on the top of the mountain for 2 years. What are you waffling about? The time when JTS Wrestling were at its prime. It was you and Seth Rollins, the Judgment Day. And you still call that to this day. You said that you are the person that's responsible for Seth Rollins' success. You have been talking shit to him all of this time that he has been away. But I don't blame you, Edge. I wanted to be the person just like you. You see, back in the day, you were the Redicator, the baddest motherfucker there is in professional wrestling, who's willing to do whatever it takes to protect and fight for his family. But ever since that you've got to the negative side of you, ever since that you've got jealous of Seth Rollins' success, you gave in to temptation of revenge. You attacked Seth Rollins, injured his neck, and now it looks to me you've got this talentless hit Randy Orton, who's been mentioning by both companies, or if it isn't the other one who's been on a cardboard trying to make fun of this company. But you know what, Edge? I don't need to go to JTS Live because I already made up my decision. And that at JTS Mania 7 in the main event, I choose you, Edge. A visionary, a revolutionary, Seth freaking Rollins. He is back. The Rated R superstar has seen a ghost. Welcome to Saturday Night Rollins. And it has been a long time. For 4 months I've been put on the shelf. It has really been a long time. Before we get into any kind of problem, first of all, I just want to say, and that is I have a huge respect for you, MJF, in what you do in that Royal Rumble match. I did get mad at you for eliminating me, but I understand that you are the next big thing around here. But now, it is a big problem. It's time to discuss it in public. My former boss, the Rated R superstar Edge, you used to know, right? That at the time when JTS Wrestling started, we were great friends. We used to travel together. We used to put on the seat belts, listen to some Taylor Swift to shake it all off. We used to really be good friends. We named ourselves the Judgment Day. You won the YouTube champion. I won the Intercontinental champion. And life has been good ever since. And you explicitly told everyone that I am the one that's coming for you. That's coming for the YouTube champion. You said it was on purpose. I did not even think in that way. I was a person who supports you, protects you at all costs. I even told you that I don't want to wrestle you one-on-one at JTS Mania 6, but you insisted. You told everyone that no matter what, we would still be family. Win, loss, or draw, we would be family. But are we now? You got jealous you gave in to temptation, as quoted by MJF. You said that I manipulated you, but instead you manipulated me into thinking that I am the one that's not gonna get for the goal. That has never been the case for me. I never wanted that, and specifically I wanted what's best for Judgment Day. But ever since I got to that triple threat match, I won it by surprise. I didn't know I was going to win it. I thought Brock Lesnar was going to be the person that's going to beat you, but instead I won by a fluke. And I go on to headline Mania 6, which I beat you. And after that, you attack me from behind. You slam a chair to my head, put me on the shelf for 4 months, and I would have been flustered more ever. But this is where it has to be finished. Everyone has their stories, and I need to have mine. Because I want a rematch for the title that I never ever lost in the first place. So what's gonna be? Seth Rollins, would you just turn that microphone off, shine it real nice, turn it sideways and stick that self-bitch to your goofy ass? When you were gone, JTS Wrestling used to run very smoothly, but ever since you've returned, it pretty much felt the same thing. So no, because at JTS Mania 7, I choose MJF. Finally. The GM of JTS Wrestling has returned. You cut my music, Seth. I understand your frustrations of the Rated RKO or the Judgment Day, the newly reformed. It is official at the main event. It will be Edge and MJF of JTS Mania 7. But there is our next pay-per-view event, Emergence, which will be filling with a stacked roster. So I have this idea of my mind. Why don't hear tonight the 10th episode of JTS Wrestling? It will be the newly reformed visionary Seth Rollins versus the Viper Randy Orton. And if you win, you will get a shot at the YouTube champion, the Rated R Superstar. With that being said, may the best man win. And some words of wisdom has been dropped by the GM, as it will be Seth Rollins and Randy Orton later tonight in the main event. But coming up next, it is for the Intercontinental Champion. Sheamus' career is on the line here in JTS Wrestling.